There's a special kind of respect for the work that happens on the open ocean, aboard a United States warship. These aren't just big boats, they're floating cities, built for a single difficult purpose. For centuries, a nation's strength has been measured by its navy, projecting power, protecting trade, and responding to crisis. The U.S. Navy's warships are steel-clad symbols of that commitment, respected and sometimes feared worldwide. When you see a carrier strike group, you're witnessing a legacy built over generations, through wars, innovation, and sacrifice. Each ship, from wooden frigates to nuclear carriers, carries lessons from those who sailed before. They represent American ingenuity, a promise to allies, and a willingness to go into harm's way to keep sea lanes open and the country safe. These ships are more than their size or firepower. They're a presence, a force for both war and peace. Their greatness is in the details: thick steel, complex radar, precise weapons, and the skill of the crew. It's a demanding, vital job, and we're about to explore what makes these floating fortresses true symbols of American strength. Let's dive into the raw power, engineering, and hard work behind them. Let's talk size. Stand next to a Nimitz-class carrier and you feel tiny, over 1,000 feet long, displacing 100,000 tons. These are floating airports launching dozens of jets, operating for months without refueling, and carrying enough supplies for a small town. Even smaller ships like Arleigh Burke-class destroyers are packed with cutting-edge systems. Firepower: Tomahawk missiles hit targets 1,000 miles away. Phalanx CIW spits out 4,500 rounds a minute to stop incoming threats. From torpedoes to deck guns, these ships control sea, air, and land from afar. But size and firepower are nothing without technology. The Aegis combat system is the ship's brain, tracking hundreds of targets, linking radar, sonar, and weapons into one network. This tech allows a single ship to defend an entire fleet. It's not just about big guns. It's about smart systems and seamless coordination. Size brings endurance, firepower brings dominance, and technology ties it all together. Each element supports the others, creating a marvel of naval engineering. That's the three-legged stool of U.S. naval power. Today's naval warfare is a battle of electrons and algorithms. U.S. warships stay ahead through relentless technological innovation, seeing threats first and acting faster. Advanced radar and sonar detect everything from stealth fighters to silent submarines. Stealth designs like the Zumwalt class deflect radar, making massive ships appear tiny on enemy screens. Every detail from gun barrels to antennas is engineered for minimal detection. These ships are nodes in a vast network, sharing data from satellites, drones, and other ships for a unified battlefield view. A destroyer can launch a missile using targeting data from a drone hundreds of miles away. This networked awareness turns a fleet into a single, coordinated force. The pace of innovation is relentless. Lasers, unmanned systems, and smarter sensors are always in development. In naval power, the technological edge is everything. Some ships aren't just steel, they're legends. USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, shrugged off British cannonballs in 1812 and still sails today as a symbol of early American resolve. USS Enterprise, the Big E, survived the entire World War II, fighting in every major Pacific battle and embodying American resilience. USS Nautilus, the first nuclear submarine, changed warfare forever, crossing under the North Pole and ushering in the nuclear navy. These ships set benchmarks. Missouri hosted Japan's 102 surrender. Destroyers at Samar charged into impossible odds. Each vessel tells a story of innovation, sacrifice, and victory. They're more than history, they're the standard for today's fleet. Modern sailors live up to the legacy of these giants. The Navy's greatness is built on the shoulders of these historic warships. Their stories inspire every new generation at sea. For all the advanced tech and firepower, the real strength of a U.S. warship is its crew. Without skilled, dedicated sailors, even the most sophisticated ship is just metal. Sailors work long hours, far from home, in demanding and dangerous conditions. From nuclear engineers to flight deck crews, every job is critical. It's a symphony of skills, kept sharp by constant training and teamwork. Every sailor learns not just their job, but how it fits into the mission. Drills build trust and cohesion, so when crisis hits, everyone knows their role. The ship's true power is this human network, its immune system. Ships are symbols, but people are the substance. Their grit and professionalism are the Navy's real legacy. It's a tough job, but it's what keeps the fleet strong.